Today's topic is Jingle Bell. Today's topic is slavery. The question is, does Jingle Bell have anything to do with slavery? Does Jingle Bell have anything to do with the bell that is being hung on the neck of the enslaved people during the slave trade? Now listen and pay attention, Africa. For the sake of equity and balance, I am going to present two research work for you, and then you are going to decipher the truth by using your tongue and counting your teeth. The both research work agreed that yes, Jingle Bell was not initially meant for Christmas. Yes, they both agreed that Jingle Bell wasn't even meant for holiday. They both agreed that Jingle Bell was written in 1857. They both agreed that it was written by James Pierpont. Actually, his name and title was James Lord Pierpont, but for some reasons, I don't like associating Lord to these people's name. So let us stick with James Pierpont. Okay? Now, the both researchers agreed that yes, the song was not initially titled Jingle Bell. Okay? That it was rebranded as Jingle Bell in the early 19th to 20th century, but actually the title of the song was One Horse Open Sleigh. Now the question is, what the heck is one horse open sleigh? Now this is one horse and this is an open sleigh. Bring it together, you have one horse open sleigh. It simply means an open sleigh that is being dragged by a horse. Now, the question is, why would somebody write a name of a song as One Horse Open Sleigh? Now, the title of the song, One Horse Open Sleigh, reflects the central imagery of the song, which describes a lively winter and a sleigh ride. As simple as that. Now, this is where the two research had differences. This is where the research disagree with each other. This research stated that James Pierpont had the inspiration of the song because of his experience in the past winter times in the early 19th century, and that the song, yes, was not meant for Christmas and it was not meant for holiday, that the song was actually written for Thanksgiving for a church in Savannah, Georgia, where James Pierpont was the organist of the church. You know, the organist of the church. That was where the song was performed in 1857 in a church in Savannah, Georgia. Okay, and that is where I have an issue with this research, because what goes to Thanksgiving dancing to Jingle Bell? I don't get it. Like, you want to go and thank God for his goodness upon your life and you are playing Jingle Bell. I don't think that sound is danceable. Okay, like you're going to church and you're dancing Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, no, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. If you have ever seen anyone dancing Jingle Bell going for Thanksgiving, please tell me in the comment section. And that is why I am bringing this other research. This research was actually conducted by Kaina Hamhill. He is a scholar from Boston University. He agreed that yes, the song was actually written by James Pierpont in the year 1857, but it was not written for a church in Savannah, Georgia, and it was not written for Thanksgiving. He stated that the song was first performed in a minstrel show in 1857. Now, what is a minstrel show? This was an American form of theater in the early 19th century where white actors will wear a black costume to imitate black people, and then they will start portraying a racial stereotypes of the African Americans. So when they put this black costume looking like black people, they start behaving foolishly. They start acting in a superstitious way. They start acting like people that don't have sense. They were actually behaving on what they believe that is how black people behave. Lazy and happy-go-lucky people who don't know what they're doing. So when they wear these masks and they represent black people, they start misbehaving. Okay, now this research by Kaina Hamhill from Boston University stated that when these white folks who actually put this makeup to portray black people acting foolishly and acting lazy, okay, when they're acting this, they play that song Jingle Bell to go along with their acting. The research stated that James Pierpont was actually a writer for this show. He was a writer for Minstrel Show. Okay, then the song Jingle Bell was one of his hit songs. He has actually been writing for them. So this song became a hit song for him. A song he actually was writing for this show. Now, this is it. If he was writing for such a show, there is every tendency that the inspiration to write the song came from the bell that was being hung on the neck of the enslaved people. But let us assume that the inspiration did not come from there. The fact that that song was being performed in such a show where Africans, Americans were being ridiculed has a lot to say that that sound, Jingle Bell, had something to do with slavery. Because you cannot be playing a song that does not connotatively suggest caricature in a place where caricature is being displayed. So for the fact that that song was being played or were being played in such a show where African Americans were being caricatured and comically represented as people who were being superstitious, foolish, and lazy, has a lot to say that the sound Jingle Bell has something to do with slavery. But would this stop you from playing the song this year's Christmas? Africans, we always have a way of justifying things even after we have learned the truth. When you are caught playing the song, you have something to say. You are not playing the song for yourself. You are playing it to make your children happy. But you know, truth is truth, and truth will set you free. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. Alright, Africa, wisdom is the principal thing. Now, remember, you can always request for books from me. All you need to do is to go to my bio right here on TikTok. You see a WhatsApp contact there. WhatsApp it and tell it you need a book, and book will be given to you. Okay, make sure you comment on this video. Wisdom is the principal thing. Copy it and come to WhatsApp so you can be given a free book. It is given to you by I and my friend J Magnify Online Library. The essence is to get young Africans to read, and very soon Modern Day Town Crier will be going from schools to schools all over Africa. My aim is to get young Africans to read, so I'll be taking books that are not being given in the academic curriculum in Africa, especially historical books. I'll be going from schools to schools in Africa and be giving school people historical books, and I'll be teaching them history, okay, in their schools. So if you want to be part of this, you can feel free to support us, okay? You can reach out to me on the phone number in my bio. Okay, remember, the essence is to impart young Africans. Don't forget to request for book. Wisdom Africa is the principal thing.